Today I'm going to share with you the process that I use to make biochar. This is a wonderful soil additive for your garden. I've got plenty of bamboo scraps, some of it's just trimming, some of it's from a temporary structure that blew down in a storm recently. So I'm going to put it back to good use in my garden, and keep watching until the end, because there's 3 really important steps that you need to take to ensure that the biochar will actually enrich your soil and not leach the nutrients out of it. This is a really important thing, so do make sure that you watch until the end. There's a few different techniques for making biochar. The simplest way, the most effective way that I like to use, because it doesn't require anything other than a trench in the ground, this is what I do. You can get incinerators, you can get purpose-built incinerators for making biochar that I think are more efficient, but I don't have one of those, so I've got a shovel and a trench. I'm just making a little bit longer to accommodate the lengths of bamboo that I've got, and I've also prepared the bamboo so that it won't explode. It's really important to break each of the nodes of bamboo so they don't heat up and explode when you put them in the fire. This is a very important safety aspect of burning bamboo. The smaller pieces I'm not worried about, but these bigger pieces I need to make sure that each of them is cut or split so that the air pressure doesn't build up as it heats up. Let's take a look at what biochar is. It differs from charcoal in that it is burnt at much hotter temperatures and much faster, and it's burnt in an oxygen-limited environment. This helps the organic matter retain much of its capillary structure and facilitates the movement of air and water and nutrients through the biochar. And it's these microscopic corridors and chambers that are really essential to the function of biochar when you add it to your soil. Biochar helps to improve nutrient retention in the soil, and it also provides drainage and aeration. It provides a habitat for the beneficial soil microbes, and it also helps to prevent nutrient leaching from your soil. As I said earlier, I like to use bamboo for making biochar because we've got so much of it. I use scrap bamboo, the pieces that are too small or too thin to do anything else with, or bamboo that's come to the end of its useful life in my garden. So when it's not good for anything else, I'll make biochar out of it. You can make biochar out of any organic waste, wood or prunings, etc. Anything from an organic source that will burn cleanly is suitable for making biochar. But because bamboo captures so much carbon as it grows, when it burns at high temperatures, the carbon is not released back into the atmosphere and will remain in the soil and helping your garden for years and years to come. The steps I take when making biochar are first to gather the organic material and prepare it so that it is going to be easy to incinerate. I'll start my fire using rice straw or something really flammable that's going to get it going easily, and then begin to add a little bit of my bamboo or other organic matter a little bit at a time. And I'll watch as it burns because I don't want it turning to ash. So when I think it's reached the appropriate stage, I'll keep adding a little bit more and a little bit more bamboo or organic matter to my fire. And because it's being burnt in the trench, this helps to limit the availability of oxygen to the fire. And as I keep adding more bamboo to it, it means that the already burnt bamboo underneath will not turn to ash. So I've just put the last pieces of bamboo on. I'm just going to let this burn down now. And I'll let you know now the 3 important things that you must do to really make the biochar most useful. First of all, you've got to add water to it at this stage. Once it's burned down, once the fire's pretty much gone, once your bamboo or whatever other organic matter is that you're using is black and charcoal, douse it with water. Soak it with water. I'll fill the trench up with water and just let it sit there. This will open up all of the little corridors and chambers to let all of the fungus and all of the microbiotics in to make their homes in the biochar. Then you've got to pound it and smash it up into little pieces. 1 square centimetre of biochar covers, if you were to spread it all out, all those corridors, all those chambers would cover about 260 square metres. It's about the size of a tennis court, or the size of our lungs if you were to spread those out. And then the third thing that you've got to do is inoculate the biochar, because if you put it in the soil without adding anything to it, it's going to leach the nutrients from around your plants. It's going to leach the nutrients out of the soil. So what you've got to do first is charge it. You've got to douse it, you've got to crush it, and then you've got to fill it with goodness. So what I'll do is I'll mix it in with my compost. If I'm making compost, I'll add it to the compost, and then all of those nutrients, all of those little microbiotics that are in the compost will find their way into the biochar. The other thing that I do is add the worm juice to it that I make from my worm farm, and I'll add the microbiotic fertilizer that my wife makes. It's a living fertilizer that is just fantastic for enriching the soil, and these little microbes love to live in the biochar. So there you have it. You've got to prepare it the right way. You've got to absolutely get it really as hot as you can when you burn it, and bamboo's fabulous for that because it burns so hot anyway. Then douse it with water, drench it so that it's really soaked. That stops the burning process, it cools it down rapidly, and it expands all those corridors and chambers. Then once you've crushed it, add some goodness to it, and your plants will love it. Put it in your soil, it'll bring life to your soil, and it'll last in your soil, giving it better drainage and better fertilization properties for years and years and years to come. I hope you've learned something. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that, and I'll keep making you more videos. Thanks for watching.